Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. On this video, we're going to talk about Colorado projected starters for the 2024 season. I want to know if you agree with what this article has to say. Some of these selections I do agree with. And also, BJ Green transfers to Colorado. And we were just waiting for it to be made official. And that's a pretty good pickup for Colorado for BJ Green to have him on that line as well. We know what he did at Arizona State. We know what he did to us. So, and he also has a relationship with Coach Prime dating back to when he was younger. So that helped a lot, I guess, in him making his decision because he was already familiar with Coach Prime, and Coach Prime probably left a lasting impression on him. So we're going to talk about that and a few other things. So as you can see here, the training is going pretty good. Shout out to Well Off Media for showing this. That's a big guy right there. So this team is really beefed up, as you can see. And these guys are really giving it all. They go Travis Hunter doing his thing. These guys are really giving it their all, and you're going to see this translate on the field when they start their opening game in August, late August, because they start early this season. Remember last year they started in September. I think it was 5th or September 5th or something like that. This year they start a little bit earlier. And so yeah, man, they working really hard. They building the depth. I see Feely right there. Everybody getting in shape. They go big Jordan Seaton over there. And he's a projected starter, but we're going to get into that in a second. But I'm going to tell you something, man. Rock, he might work his way up into that starting role. Man, we're just going to see, man. He's putting in a lot of work, as you can see here in the gym. These guys are putting the work in. All these guys are putting the work in. I must say that this year it's a lot more. He's a projected starter. I think there's Walker right there. But I think he's the projected center, this guy here. But is that yeah, that's Walker. He's the projected center in this article. But yeah, man, this is a different field team than last year. You know, last year this team was just put together and we didn't know what to expect. That's why Coach Prime is saying this year is all about expectations. What to expect this year. And I'm expecting a lot of great things, man. Just from the training alone, Shador right there doing his thing right there. See Shador, you know, he feeling himself because he know he gonna be protected this year. So he just ready to have a good season. Shout out to Lauren. Look at Big Seaton, man. You know he's starting. Big Seaton is ready. Walker is the projected center, like I said. I think Benson will get in there. But before let's come back to this video for a second. We're gonna get into the news that people are waiting on today. It says update: Arizona State's BJ Green transfers to Colorado. Before I get into it, guys, welcome to the video. Please give me a like. Take this time to give me a like. That'll be greatly appreciated. And also subscribe. I believe we're almost at 11,000. Actually, let me check right now. We at 11,000? Let me check. I believe we're close there. Let's see. We're almost there. I'm at 10,990 subscribers. So 10,990 subscribers. So we're almost there, man. We're almost at 11,000. So that is pretty awesome, man. To be at 11,000? 11,000 guys, 11,000, man. Like, come on, man. Like 11, I'm almost eclipsed my other page. Like 11,000, man. That's crazy. This year I start 11,000, man. Do y'all understand that? That's pretty dope. So right now, let me refresh it. Yeah, I'm at 10,990. And so yeah, man, once I get to 11,000, I'm gonna have to come back, man. But I'm almost there, man. I'm almost at 11,000. So shout out to y'all, but please give me a like, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. All right, so let's continue. Where was I at? BJ Green, sorry. So Coach Prime and the Buffaloes weren't done in the transfer portal before. Hold on, this is popping up. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Uh-oh, what's this? Hold on a second. What in the world? Bruh, what happened here? I was trying to read the BJ Green situation, and this site is not good, man. This site is not right and exact. All right, let me go back. All right. Man, this is ESPN, man. You guys, this site crashed on me. All right, so it says Coach Prime and the Buffaloes weren't done in the transfer portal before National Signing Day. BJ Green made it official after visiting Boulder last week. The former Arizona State standout originally decided on Washington as the next stop in his career, but dropped after Kalen DeBoer exited to Alabama. The 6'1", 270-pound defensive lineman was noted as a 3-star recruit out of Atlanta. He was a Burlsworth Trophy finalist after walking on at Arizona State University. Green will make an impact for the Buffaloes this year. He was a second-team All-Pac-12 selection last year, but that's only a fraction of his story. The defensive force hasn't missed a game in his career at Arizona State University, which started as a true freshman in 2021. He racked up 60 tackles, 21 for a loss, 13 and a half sacks, and a forced fumble in 36 games. Coach Prime has a special tie to Green and his family. He was the first head coach in Atlanta and turned him away from being a running back to play defense. A wise choice, as Green will now show of his first mentors how his early teachings paid off. Green comes to Colorado with a year of eligibility remaining. He now has 24. Excuse me. He is now the 24th player to join the Buffaloes via the transfer portal and the 11th on the defensive side of the ball. Also, he has a top 25 transfer during this cycle. Okay. So that's BJ Green, guys. So as you see here, man, BJ Green, man, he's ready to go, man. He's ready to go. So that was a good pickup, man, BJ Green. So I could see him getting a lot of playing time on that defensive line. That defensive line is now beefed up and ready to go. And I'm pretty sure he's not done yet with the transfers because, last year, a lot of players hit that transfer portal after the spring game because some players might be there to see if they can rise their stock, have a good spring game because this spring game is going to be highly viewed. So if they do well in the spring game, some people might be auditioning somewhere else. So we're going to see, and then they might pick up some more people. But yeah, man, shout out to BJ Green. I think a lot of people knew that already, but they were just waiting for it to be official. So now I want to get to so we've done with the BJ Green situation. So I want to get to the projected starters for the 2024 season. I like this website here right here. So I'm just gonna read this and give hopefully you guys give your thoughts on it as well. All right, so the projected Colorado 2024 starters on offense. So we have left tackle Jordan Seaton. What do you guys think about that real quick? The left tackle. I think he will be the left tackle. starting 2024, barring any unforeseen circumstances or injuries like that. So I think Jordan Seaton is going to start as a true freshman. Left tackle, it says Jordan Seaton, 6'5", 285 pounds, freshman, the consensus 5-star prospect and #1 offensive tackle in the country, was the biggest prize of Colorado's 2024 recruiting haul. Seaton is the third highest ranked player since 2000 to sign with Colorado, according to 247 Sports, and might endure some growing pains early on, but he should slot in as Shedeur blindside protector. That is as far as the offensive line is concerned, in my opinion, that offensive line is that left tackle position is very important. Shedeur is right-handed, so that is his blind side. I said that in the start of last season. I said, because Tank was the left tackle, I said he has the most important role, and we saw how that ended up. So I think Seaton, he's very skilled from the videos that I've seen on him, and I think he's ready to go, man. He brings that intensity. Now, they said in the depth in that position, Isaiah Jada, he's a senior, appeared in 11 games for the Buffaloes in 2023, one start versus UCLA. He's 6'6", 300 pounds. Offensive tackle, was the top junior college player from California in the class of 2023, and first team All-American at Snow College. Then they also have David Connor, redshirt freshman. He was riddled with injuries over the last 2 years, redshirt in 2022 season at Florida due to a thumb injury, and missed the 2023 season with a pectoral tear. So that's David Connor. So he should be healthy this year. So look for him to add depth as well in that department. I wonder if he can play the right guard position too. He'd probably be slotted in different areas in the depth chart. What do you guys think about David Connor? We'll see. We're going to see what type of when them pads come on as well. Left guard, they have Tyler Johnson, 6'5", 325 pounds. Yeah, at 6'5", 325 pounds, I think he's gonna, yeah, he definitely gonna see that field right away. We definitely need the beef. Johnson was a #4 interior lineman in the transfer portal after spending the last 2 seasons at Houston as the Cougars starting guard. The former top 100 recruit in the class of 2019 has allowed just 2 sacks across 890 career pass block snaps. That's very impressive to me. So in 890 career pass block snaps, he only allowed 2 sacks. We definitely need him. He's starting. So Tyler Johnson, you have my stamp of approval. You have my stamp of approval. Yeah, you got my stamp of approval, man. So yeah, what do you guys think about Tyler Johnson, man? Do you think he got your approval at that slot as the starter? I think so. Let's see who the depth is in that position. The depth is they got Tyler Brown. He's a junior, could very well find his way into the starting lineup. I agree, at guard or center. After being ruled ineligible to play in the 2023 season due to the transfer rule, the 2 transfer rule, the 6'3", 310-pound offensive lineman started 13 games on the offensive line for Deion Sanders at Jackson State in 2022, earning AP third team All FCS All-American honors. Yeah, Tyler Brown, I could see him either playing guard or center, and I could see him in the depth chart in both positions. So he could be in the depth chart on the guard position, also the center position. I think anywhere on that line, actually. But that's going to be pending though, because we're going to see what type of training camp. We already know he's going to bring it. He's like the strongest one there, actually, and he's going to bring it. So we're going to see. Now at the center position, they got Yakiri Walker. I agree with that. Walker, that's a big guy, man. 6'2", 270. I believe he may, or it could be Rock though, man. It could be Rock, but they're projecting Yakiri Walker at 6'2", 270, to be the starter at center. Walker was the first transfer to commit to Colorado after the 2023 campaign, in which he appeared in all 12 games for UConn, playing a total of 797 snaps. The starting center for the Huskies last season should help provide more consistent pocket for Shedeur in 2024. Let's see what the depth looks like. They got Hank Zelinkas. They got to have Tyler Brown too, man. They got to have Tyler Brown at that position as well. They have to, I think. But they got Zelinkas. Zelinkas is a sophomore. He played in 11 games, 2 starts for Colorado last season. He showed promise as a true freshman. 6'3", 285 pounds. Center did not allow a single quarterback hit on 104 pass block attempts, according to the PFF, nor was he penalized on 142 offensive plays. You remember when Coach Prime said there's a few players on that offensive line that has potential? He might have been talking about Zelinkas. Again, they said he didn't allow a single quarterback hit on 104 pass blocking attempts. So there's some promise for Hank Zelinkas. To be honest with you, if I was Hank Zelinkas, I would hang out. I would hang out with all that competition there. It's only going to make him better, and we're going to see if he's going to rise to the occasion. So I had said that in another live chat. I said, if I was Hank Zelinkas, I think I would camp out, to get that experience. He's only going to benefit from these guys there. By the time he's a junior or senior, he should be ready to go. But right now, that's big for him to be a sophomore and number 2 on the depth chart. Listen, I don't know why the balloons came up like this because of my gestures. But give us a like. See if that gesture come up. Oh, it didn't come up. No. All right. Well, it only works when it wants. But for him to be a sophomore, okay, with this offensive line they brought in, and they got him projected as number 2 on the depth chart, even though I think it's Tyler Brown. That's still big, even if he was 3 on the depth chart. That means he's going to work his way up as time go along. And he has to be ready. Zelinkas is one that has to be ready, though, because unfortunately there could be unforeseen circumstances and injuries arise. He has to be ready. So he has to have that mindset that I'm going to play. So shout out to Zelinkas. What else we got? Right guard, they got Justin Mayers, 6'4", 320-pound senior. Mayers chose Colorado over Mississippi State, Pitt, and South Carolina. Texas Tech and others entered the transfer portal. The UTEP, University of Texas El Paso transfer, started all 12 games at left guard for the Miners in 2023 and has over, oh my God, they still working, man. It's 7 o'clock. They still banging. Oh, sorry guys. Let me continue. We're at 12. Yeah. So University of Texas El Paso transfer started all 12 games at left guard for the Miners in 2023 and has over 1,700 snaps of experience, 36 games under his belt. The depth chart, they got Cash Cleveland. Well, hold on a second here. At guard? No. Cash Cleveland is a center, so I don't particularly agree with everything this article is saying, but they say Cash Cleveland is a preferred walk-on who played alongside Seton as a starting center at Powerhouse IMG Academy, 6'3", 285 pounds. Offensive lineman, could very well play into a scholarship due to his high motor. Deion Sanders has already taken a liking to him. But I see him on the depth chart at the center position, but he could play guard as well. So we'll see. Now, what do you guys think about this right tackle position? What do you think about that? The right tackle. Now, last year, the right tackle is still there. Savion Washington is still there. Now, they say the right tackle position here could be Khalil Benson, 6'6", 305 pounds junior. Benson started all 12 games at right tackle for Indiana in 2023 and has 17 career starts under his belt. He allowed just one sack last season on 424 pass attempts. So that's pretty solid. Sorry guys, the banging is just like taking me out right now. And it's like right now, it's like at night and there should be no banging. It really shouldn't. They're actually doing construction outside. And yeah, they had a roof problem. The roof, this is a long story, but anyway, let's continue. Oh, it's just it just take a little bit to throw you off. Okay, so Khalil Benson at right tackle. Then the depth, you got Savion Washington. He's a junior and will be in the thick of it after starting 9 games for 660 total snaps at right tackle for Colorado in 2023. So I don't know. And then they also have FIU Philip Houston, who also have to have a say at offensive line competition. There's going to be some competition at that spot. But it looks like right now, Benson Khalil might win that. Just I don't know. I'm thinking he will, but we don't know yet. I think we're going to have to wait and see who wins that starting right tackle position. But it is rather impressive that he only allowed 1 sack in all those snaps. But we'll see. We definitely gonna see what happens there, and also Philip Houston. Who else we have? So the wide receiver, the X position, they got Will Sheppard. What do you guys think about Will Sheppard? 6'3", 205-pound senior. Sheppard is solid, man. And he appears to have the ability to have one of the most prolific seasons for the wide receiver in Colorado football history after tearing it up in the SEC over the last 3 years. During that span, the Vanderbilt transfer racked up more than 2,000 receiving yards and 21 touchdowns, including 684 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2023. Taking over the role for Xavier Weaver, Colorado's leading wide receiver in 2023. And I wish Xavier would come back, but he's getting prepared for the NFL. But what do you guys think about Will Sheppard? The depth they have in the depth area, they have Travis Hunter. They have because he can play any position, right, at wide receiver. So of course, they're going to have him in the depth as well. They got Travis Hunter. He would certainly have plenty utilized as a receiver in 2024 after catching 57 passes for 721 yards and 5 touchdowns. And then you also have TCU transfer Cordell Russell at that spot as well. Let me see. So they got the right one because Travis played both sides of the ball. So whenever he gets in the game, somebody got to come out. So it's just wherever he gets in, where he fits in. Now the wide receiver, the F or slot position, they got LeJontay Wester, 5'11", 167 pounds. Wester's another transfer who should make a big impact in 2024. After a legendary career at FAU, named first team All ACC, Wester caught a career high 108 passes, 1,168 yards, 8 touchdowns in 2023. So that's pretty impressive. LeJontay Wester. What do you guys think about LeJontay Wester? The depth, they got Jimmy Horn. Damn, they don't have Jimmy starting. I think Jimmy might start, man. We'll see. So they got Jimmy Horn Jr. He's a senior. Was the Buffalo starting slot receiver in 2023. And he thrived, catching for 58 passes for 567 yards and 6 touchdowns. After the arrival of Wester will likely cut into Horn's playing time, but it doesn't mean that he won't play a pivotal role in Colorado's offense for the second consecutive season. Draylon Miller is Colorado's second highest ranked high school commit. He might get some time too. We'll see. second highest commit behind Seton in the class of 2024, and figures to be an immediate contributor. The 6'1", 195-pound receiver accounted for 4,409 yards of total offense and 3,571 yards of receiving, 778 rushing, 60 passing, and during his high school career. We'll see. We'll see when he get there. At the Z position, they got Omarion Miller, 6'2", 195 pounds. They got him at that position. What do you guys think? Because he had a breakout season against USC. Remember that USC game? He showed a lot of promise. They said the depth in that position is Terrell Timmons Jr. He's a sophomore, the cousin of Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver Keenan Allen is another wide receiver addition who could play his way into the field as well. And then you got Tavares Dawson in that depth area as well. He had received, I think he got injured in one of those games. I think they said it was a concussion. So we're gonna see. There's gonna be some competition at that spot, man. The wide receivers, there's gonna be some competition there to see who's gonna get that field. Jimmy, you got to see that field though. Got to see that field, Jimmy. You just got to rise to it. Now the tight end position, Shimon Mateer. I'm going with that. I'm just going with Mateer. Who else they got? Quarterback, of course, Shador. Now the depth chart, they got Will Taylor III. They got Ryan Staub and Destin Wade. And they got more running backs than that as well. Now let's see what they say for the running back position. So the running back position, they got Alton McCaskill, and Dylan Edwards, and Savion Wilkerson, and Micah Welch. I agree with that. They got to give Alton the nod here to see what he can do. But again, like I said, it comes down to training camp, right? This year, you're not going to have me say, "Oh, how come what's his name not starting?" and "How come this person's not playing?" I'm not saying that this year because I'm not privy to these practices. And but I would love. I was just thinking he was ready, and I wanted to see him last year. But you know, the coaches know best, man. So I agree with that on the depth chart as far as the receiver position. So that wraps it up as far as, you know, the positions. Let me know what you guys think. Also, make sure you guys give us a like. Also subscribe. Like I said, we're almost at 11,000. We need 10 more to get to 11,000. So yeah, make sure you give us a like, man. But yeah, man, how you guys doing? Everybody doing all right? Everybody doing all right for this Monday? Hope you're doing all right. I appreciate you for joining. Now, as far as Tyler Brown, I see him, if not starting, if not the starting center, he's number 2 on that depth chart in the center position. And he's also in the depth chart in those guard positions as well. As strong as he is and the intensity that he brings in his weight room, you got to have him on there, man. You know, I don't care what nobody say. The kid is ready to go. But we're going to see what training camp, we're going to see what the training camp allows, you know. And like I said, we don't see too much of training camp, but yeah, we don't see too much. So we don't see the whole entire practice to decide. Look at Tyler, man. He's the strongest on the team still. Tyler's still the strongest on that team, I think. And that's another offensive lineman. He could get some time. You know, remember the depth is very important because you got injuries. It's a long season. Anything can happen. And yeah, man, I think the best thing that they did was improve this offensive line this year. That's the best thing they could do. And it's working. I think they're gonna be all right. And yeah, that's Justin Mayer right there. That's Mayers. They said he's a projected starter. And so yeah, man. He giving Tyler Brown some props. And Tyler gonna be a starter, y'all. I don't care what y'all say, man. You got to get Tyler Brown out there, man. And they didn't even get into the defense. But I'll get into the defense in another video. How about that? Because y'all know who I got being on that field. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I don't even have to say it. Y'all already know. But we're gonna come back with the projected. Actually, yeah, we're gonna come back with the defense and at some point, but we're gonna wait on that because I don't know. We don't even have the defensive coordinator. Did anybody know what do you guys pick on a defensive coordinator? I think that should be announced pretty soon. The defensive coordinator, man. I don't know who it's going to be. Your guess is good as mine on that. Your guess is good as mine on the defensive coordinator position. I don't know. But we'll see, man. What else is going on? Yeah, like I said, they had a good practice, man. They putting in the work. Tyler Brown, he just said it's just nothing but work, man. Tyler just putting in the work. See, coach talking to the offensive line coach. Yeah, man, it's just work, man. Tyler gonna see that field, man, and somebody else, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that in another video. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. They got a good pickup today on that defensive line, and they might add a few more additions, and that'll be it. The team is complete. Team is complete and ready to compete. That's right. But guys, thank you for giving me your time. Please give us a like. Please subscribe. Guys, we're almost there, man. Guys, we're almost there. I'm almost at 11,000, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. I still need 10 as the recording of this video. We're almost there, man. 11,000. And but I appreciate you guys watching. And I'm going to come back with some more of these videos. I may come back with my projected starter list on defense. That'll probably be the next video at some point this week. But as far as that wide receiver position, Travis is going to see the field whenever he wants to get on the field. That's just how it's going to be. But I'm not sure how are they going to play him how they did last year? What is the NFL looking for? What does the NFL want? Do they want him to play more of a defense or both? I don't know what the NFL is looking for, but we'll see. We'll see. But definitely in offense, whenever he decides to say, coach, put me in, he's going in. Or the coach say, put Travis in. But I would love to see Shedeur spread the ball around this year because he's going to have a lot of protection to do so. So look for that. Look for those short passes and a couple deep passes to his main targets, and we'll see what happens. He's going to have a lot of weapons at his disposal, so I'm looking for a big season from Shedeur. What say you? But guys, I will catch you on the next one. Y'all take